Hey guys, welcome back to another Redstone lesson. I'm here with Vixie, and
Uh,
and we had some technical problems.
a little bit.
Yeah, we pretty much did the whole thing, and then my computer stopped.
Yeah. It's okay
and,
though.
and with some other technical difficulties, we're just gonna do it again.
Yes. Take two.
Indeed. So, let's go back to here. Let me. We're gonna talk about repeaters,
Okay.
and as we saw in the last episode, this lever is powering this block, creating a source block.
Right.
So a repeater can take a signal from a source block. It will also send a signal into a block, a redstone. Oh, the deja vu. And
I feel as though I've already learned this.
yes, oh man, you know it so well. I'm teaching you so well. It's like
Yes.
I've done it twice already. This block is turning into a source block,
Right.
which is what is allowing this redstone here to get powered.
Right.
And because that redstone is powering the block behind this repeater, that repeater is also getting powered. So
Right.
that's how they take in power, that's how they send it out. And as I said, the power coming out of the repeater is a source, so it will be at a strength of 15. So as the redstone extends, the signal will drop, and you can use this to extend redstone signals.
Yes.
So once you reach the end of that, put a redstone repeater at the end of it, and you'll have another 15 blocks to go.
Right.
So when talking about repeaters, they do have they do add a 1 tick delay, and as we talked about, 1 tick is a tenth of a second.
Mhm.
And what we have here is a monostable circuit, and from it we're going to get exactly 1 tick of redstone. And with the line of repeaters there, you'll see that it only lights up 1 repeater at a time as it goes across.
Right. Whoosh.
Yep. And there went my frames again. Well, so I'll do it a couple of times.
Oh no.
Yeah, I find usually I have to do something like this a couple of times. Make sure the idea gets across.
Despite frame rate issues.
Yeah, so if you missed it the first time, there's another. But the interesting thing is, even though only 1 tick is actually reaching this repeater, if you actually extend the amount of delay that is on it to, let's say, 4 ticks there,
Mhm.
it will actually power 4 repeaters down the line.
Yep.
And for my poor viewers, I'll do it again.
All right.
And once more.
See them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell it's 4 from the angle, but I gotta hit the lever.
Right.
But I assure you, it is in fact 4.
There's video proof. I got it.
Right. So when we're talking about that redstone line going down, we're talking about pulses.
Mhm.
So as I showed you before, viewers will be seeing this for the first time. For how long a redstone signal is on, like all that redstone there,
Mhm.
is the pulse.
Right.
And depending on what you want to happen, sometimes you want to just either get 1 tick out of it, 2 ticks, or you want to actually have it stay on for longer after the initial line coming in.
Right. Without having to turn it off and on and off and on.
Right.
Right.
Because you might want to have a few things operating at the same time from one signal,
Okay.
and you want to have them doing different things.
Okay.
But that's more complicated. That's advanced stuff. So we'll go on to a monostable circuit is in essence a pulse limiter,
Okay.
and this here I have a pulse extender or lengthener, whichever I happen to be calling it at the time. And we have 2 pistons over here. They're both going to extend at the same time, but they will actually retract at different times.
Yeah, that one stays on longer.
Yeah, I'll do it again just in case. I think my RAM is broken or something.
Oh no.
I have like 8 gigs of RAM and like 2.8 gigahertz of processor. I don't know if you know what that means, but
No, not especially. But
either way, like I have a decent computer and I don't know, something's choking up. Oh, and this I don't want to talk about.
okay.
But I'm going to anyway because the use.
Embrace the TNT.
Yes, the use of delay and timing in general on a Redstone device can be very important. So this is a prime, often used example, even though this one's horrible. So what you want to have happen is you want to set off most of the TNT all at once, and then delay the last TNT at the end. That way, that gets launched. Here we can see here, and
Ooh.
boom, a very lame.
Nah, that's
display.
not lame. Look, you went right down to bedrock. That was an epic explosion.
Yeah, a whole what, like
blocks.
a whole 12 or so blocks away from the cannon itself.
That's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we've got time for hoppers, right?
Yeah.
So we have hoppers here. A basic functionality of hoppers, if I take these out for a second, is flowing items from one inventory to an inventory below.
Yes.
And as I
see the redstone going in there.
And just as you would normally when you have a block over your chest and you can't access it, the hopper also does the same thing. It will no longer be able to access the chest above. It won't be able to take items out of it. Also, a hopper facing into the chest won't be able to place items into it either. So once I break that, you can see the flow continues again.
Right. Well, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
No, not at all.
I did this time, but I didn't know it the first time.
Right. Useful trick most people should be aware of when working with hoppers.
Yes.
And over here, I guess I can't really riddle you like I did before.
Which chest are they gonna go into?
Yes,
I don't know.
Having the hoppers arranged in this way, if we were to place... I lost my redstone, hang on.
I have quartz for you if you would like.
It doesn't matter what I put in there. It was more important that I have the redstone on my bar than I had put redstone in here.
Right.
So, putting items into the top chest, though, as you happen to guess, as I wanted you to, you would think items would go into the chest over here, which they are currently. So I've messed this up already.
Oh no! I think there were items in there from the last time, weren't there?
There were, but it was still flowing in because I had this lever on, and I'll explain that in a second.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so let's throw all of these back in there. Or any items from here, you might expect to go into chest 1, but it is actually going into chest 2. And why that's happening is because the hopper on top is still being counted as an inventory for the hopper below. Although it's not actually pointing into the hopper below,
right.
The one below will try to suck items out from the hopper above. Now, it's going to prioritize heading down like this before it sends it over to the other side. So we can see redstone is still filling up in here.
Right?
So long as I still have some going in there. Let me just throw some more. And the only two ways that that's going to stop happening is when the chest fills up and the hopper fills up as well, all the way through to 5 stacks of items.
Alright.
Then the redstone won't be able to go down anymore, so it'll come on into the hopper above and then shoot it into chest 1.
Okay.
And another way to manipulate that is by flipping this lever, which I accidentally left on. And then what it'll do is disable the hopper below. So since the hopper above is not pointing to that, it's pointing to the chest, it will then be able to send the redstone into there, even though the hopper is not full.
Oh, so they react to redstone pulses or
Right.
signal, redstone signal.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't bring them up so much if they weren't affected by redstone. Wouldn't be much of a redstone lesson if we weren't talking about redstone.
That's true. That's true. It's kind of dirt, but.
Right. So I can't find you ever. Turn around. It's
sorry.
like. So.
Flying all over the place.
So over here, one of the best and most common uses for that mechanic is what is called a hopper filter. And what happens here is you can see that there are items in the chest above.
Right.
And the chest below, the hopper below is full of, or every slot is full of diamonds.
Right.
And it is stopped because it's facing this comparator. So the items from that hopper are trying to go nowhere.
Right.
So the only way items are going to flow through it is from the hopper below, which at this moment is turned off by the torch.
Right. It's got a signal underneath it.
Right. So it's being powered by the torch below, so it's stopping from flowing as it would. So until and the way that works, well, actually the torch is going to stay on because the block before it isn't powered.
Mhm.
It's only until we put 23 items into the hopper. They could see from my view that I added an item into the hopper already.
Okay.
And what would happen is the redstone signal over here. This is coming out of the comparator at a signal strength of 1, so it's only powering this block. Here, that block.
Okay.
Only when there are 23 items in the hopper will it send a signal over to this block.
All right.
Which then, through the repeater, powers the torch.
And turns it off.
Right, it turns it off and then allows items to flow through the bottom. So we can see, if I throw the diamonds up on top, they're going to start flowing into the bottom chest.
Yes.
Quite nicely.
Indeed. And then once they're all gone, the torch will turn back on, and it'll
Yep.
all stop.
Yep, that's just how it'll work.
Yep. Cool.
Alright. So, any questions?
No, I don't think so. I think
No.
you covered everything I would have asked. I have
Yeah.
more questions about the comparator, but I think I'll ask them next time.
Yeah, that's
Or when
for another
you
time.
go into more depth on the
Right.
comparator.
The whole dealing with signal length thing, that's another time.
Yes.
So, that'll be it for this one.
Cool.
If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to address them in the next one. I couldn't do that with the last one since we're filming these the same day.
Yes, these two were back to back.
Yes, it was just so much fun that I wanted to do another one.
Right? I don't blame you.
Alright, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.
See you later.